Sheesh, my bad. You good, Mike?
There we
My
go.
bad. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hurt you. I missed you.
You want to be nice and gentle with it.
What's going on, Vic? Welcome back, everybody.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back.
I just want to take the initiative and apologize to all the viewers at home for the audio quality from last week and the video. It was only that one.
Yeah.
A lot of
It's interesting as you add more variables. There's more room for things to happen.
So we just want to. I want to apologize for that. But things happen. Things come up. Bumps are gonna be in the road. Hurdles.
And it kind of goes with what we were talking about that pod, right? Where we were talking about learning from your mistakes and your failures and getting right back up from that. It's precisely what
That's
the lesson that we had to learn.
It couldn't have been any better.
It was like it was meant to be that.
It was meant to be that type of experience.
Was there anything in particular that you think could have prevented something like that from happening?
Man, I mean, we kind of measured twice.
Yeah.
I mean, we kind of. I don't know. I don't know. I think that one you just got to take the punch, roll with it. Take it in the chin, roll with it. Understand again what I was talking about last week. It's not an L. It's a lesson.
It's a learning experience. It's an L, but a learning experience.
It's an L, but it's a learning experience, and because of that, we printed out a whole. You even printed out a whole.
Yeah, the checklist.
A checklist. So now we got a checklist. So
checklist.
It's the small details.
It's building the systems. Ultimately, if you want to have anything that you want to make big, you need systems. Systems is what allows you to be able to do that.
Well, now we're here, baby, and we're back.
We're here, back at it again.
Thank you.
Another week,
going strong. 9 weeks strong.
9 weeks strong.
9 weeks freaking strong. All of you have been tuning in for 9 weeks. That's a month. That's 2 months in a week.
Mm-hmm.
How fast time goes by.
Time is flying by. I mean, think about it. We are now in September. What's today? The 14th?
14th.
14th. We're already halfway through the month, and it felt like we just started the month last week or yesterday.
Literally.
But yet we're already in the 14th of the month.
So, you gotta get to it. You gotta get to it because time is
ticking. Time is ticking, and it just feels like our time is occupied at all moments in time.
Isn't that wild?
It is very wild. I was thinking yesterday, I was just kind of sitting there watering the plants. What was that yesterday? Was that 2 days ago? And it's, to me, it's interesting because I was thinking, okay, why do we not water more plants? Ultimately, it is our duty to share that water with the plants.
Yeah.
Because the water was already free and available for everything. We're the ones who have restricted it down. So it is our duty to, if we are going to do that, then we have to water plants.
Yeah.
I was driving around by the valley in the hills today, and it looks very dry.
Yeah.
It looks very dry, and I'm thinking, what if everybody just kind of took a chunk of it and just kind of watered it a little bit? There's got to be something we could do because, I mean, can you imagine how this place must have been 100 years ago? What it must have looked like?
Green. You think there's a lot of green?
I don't know. Supposedly there was a big lake at the center of the state.
Oh, yeah.
The Central Valley Lake or something like that. And they drained it all out. That would be interesting.
I wonder, it's just if everyone were to do their part, if everyone were to just pitch in a little bit, if everyone were to just cooperate, like you were telling me earlier, just we need to come up with some sort of system of just, or not even a system. Like we just need to come up with working together. Like we need to
look out for one another.
We need to start working together, looking out for each other. I think we're kind of divided a lot lately.
We're divided by things that are ideologies. Ultimately we have more things in common than we have different.
Literally.
But we're focusing on all the things that we have different. What matters is ultimately, I think most of everybody wants to live a calm, peaceful life where they can be with a family and enjoy and have great memories of things. And that's the one thing that we all have to focus on is how do we build that? How do we get closer to those that we love and those who we enjoy spending time with? How do we become that change that we want to see? How do we water our grass? That's another thought that's been coming back to me, is just that is the grass isn't greener on the other side. It's greener where you water it. You have to spend time watering the grass.
Yeah, I mean, that goes with a lot, right? Like literally watering the grass, and metaphorically, like water that relationship with your family, with your friends, with your loved one, with your brother, with your sister, with your cousin. Like put in that work, you know, give in, like, give, so you can therefore receive, like, or just give. You know what I mean? How can you be of service to other people? I think that's something that really caught my eye in that book that I gave you, The Courage to Be Disliked. It talks about like the secret to happiness really is just being of service to others. And once I like read that, I it falls aligned with what I believe in, because I want to help. I love helping. I love.
Right.
So how can I be just being of service to others? And then that book goes in and goes on and says, you know, their reaction to you being of service, like that's something out of your control. Like that's something you can't control. But what you can control is you being of service to people, right? You helping out. But them, whether taking that or not taking it or saying something, whatever it is, like that's something you can't control, and you just can't be.
You can't control the other person's reaction or their thought of it.
That is not your duty.
Correct.
That's not your job. That's not something you got to worry about. What you could worry about is just, how can I help? How can I pick somebody up today? How can I make someone's life a little easier or better today? I used to collect $2 bills. Like I have a stack in my car.
Okay.
And now, like, you inspired me ever since I saw you like give out those $2 to other people. Like, I'm like, why am I saving these? Like, I guess it's cool, but every time I see like someone that's not like someone on the homeless and stuff, I give them a $2 bill, you know, and like it's just to see them smile, glow, or even a thank you,
because you add a little sparkle of difference to their day, and I think that's what's important, right? Because we, like you said earlier, is in this crazy world, because right now we're living in a crazy world that to me has me kind of thinking, where is it all kind of happening and appearing from, and how is it that it's happening so fast and all that stuff, and we can get into that a little later. But in a world where everything is brings you anxiety, or it brings you some sort of discomfort or extreme comfort, it is nice to be able to know that you curated an experience for somebody that to them is going to be memorable and is going to be important. Right? You don't know what it is like to be in those circumstances and not have or know another way out. And that's kind of all you know.
Yeah.
But then there comes someone that gives you a little spark of hope, that little dash, just because you decide, like, I'm gonna think about this experience through. I want them to, and it's not mine. It wasn't mine. It was actually my brother's.
Yeah.
Yeah. My brother is the one that told me, it's like, you should do it like this, because it's another it's another way to grab attention and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And it's true. It's very true. You have the opportunity to give everybody an experience based off of yourself, right? As for example, the TCPs for me, I try not to give them a hard time. Look, like, how must it be to go to one place and they want you out in 10 minutes, another place and they want you out in 5, and like you're getting kicked out of all these places. Like, what must that be? Yeah. Why not just be chill and just say, hey, help me out. You help me, I'll help you, and
work together.
We'll
again.
work
That's
together.
That community.
It's collaboration.
Collaboration. Like you're just saying, man. And it's just when you start to work together as a team, as a society, as one whole, like life's just different. Life is more. It's beautiful. Life is so beautiful when we connect more, when we interact more, when we help each other more. It's just, there's just nothing I love to see than just someone succeed.
And that's kind of how it is. I don't think you ever see, besides short of a disease, where you have a red blood cell fighting another red blood cell. Like, yo, what's up, homie? No, you don't have any of that. It's, you got the red blood cell and the other red blood cell. They know what they're doing. Their purpose is to get blood all around and the nutrients all around your body. White cells, they go and they fight the diseases out and stuff. They're there again, maybe through an immune disease, but without that, it's the body knows exactly what to do. and they work together to keep you safe, just as we should all work together to keep each other safe. If we begin to, if we knew that everybody here had our best interest at their heart, because for whatever uniting reason, we believe that we must take care of each other and one another to survive, which I heard, just society itself is the greatest example of human capacity, because the fact that we're so tightly packed together and we haven't, killed each other, and we're still here. And
I truly believe we don't want that. Like that's not in our
I don't
souls.
think anybody wants that. Yeah,
It's not in our hearts to like fight each other, go against it, go at war with each other. No, like we don't. We're good people. Everybody's good people. Everyone's loving.
If
man.
you tap into that,
If you yeah, right. Like everyone has that opportunity to be good. Everyone has that ability to be good. Again, it's just it goes back to all those those 8 topics that we spoke about prior, or 7 topics, or 8 topics, right?
8 topics.
That we spoke about, how they can all play a huge role into your becoming of of good, of all of those things, the environment, the habits, the lessons, all of that really is what makes you like good, or like helps you tap into that good side of you. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's just we are not bad people. We are not evil.
Yeah, I mean, you like you said it yourself last time. I can't remember which one of the episodes it was, but you said you feel that everybody has some sort of good inside, right? And I think that's also the theory of the yin yang. Everybody has a little good, but everybody has also a little bad. Positive, negative, the balance of the vibrations and all that stuff is, if nobody was focused on trying to put on a mask of some sorts to protect yourself, and you were just genuinely who you are, you would just find other people who are genuinely who they are, who they vibe with you, and you guys just kind of keep propping each other up and up and up and up, and everybody collaborates to see the results that they're after, and you would see there that much faster because you have double the people pulling the weight. It's like when you put, I think they're Clydesdale. I think that's what they're called, the horses. And if you put one of them, they can pull, if I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong, anywhere between 8,000 to 10,000, I think, individually. But if you put two of them together, I think they double, and it goes to like 40,000.
Yeah.
So just by having two of them together, you've increased the power output.
Damn.
Instead of having each individual pull.
Yeah. It's again collaboration. Working together.
It's
just gotta work together, man.
Yeah. It's amazing. It's like what's going on in Nepal, where
that's kind of
all the crazy things that are going on. It's been a very interesting and hectic week in the world of events this week. You have had the assassination of Charlie Kirk. You've had the overthrow of the government in Nepal. You've had the stabbing. Like, oh my goodness, like all that stuff is out there in the world, and nobody wants war. Nobody wants more death. Then why does it happen?
Yeah.
What has gotten us to that point, and what is necessary for us to turn it the other way?
It's like everyone's just filled with anger,
anxiety, and all that.
Why?
It's a good question. I think it's because my personal opinion is that I feel that we're disconnected from source, from that one source that holds us in a moral high ground. We've separated from that charge. It's like a cell phone that wirelessly connects. We're too far away from the charger to get recharged.
And that's like what, that nature?
Like nature. God, community,
each other,
and for there to be community, collaboration has to exist.
Yeah,
there has to be that idea that like I can trust you, and I see that you want better, and I want better because we all want better. We just have to learn how to live in that nature, in that balance that was intended for us in our nature. And like I keep going back to seeing how dry things are. Is like I've started watering my lawn and my neighbor's lawn, just because I want to see beautiful things around me, and we must create that. Every person, every man, and every woman is made a king and a queen, right? You're going to decide how you're going to rule that empire. And your thoughts are how you're going to rule that empire, and your actions are going to show and demonstrate your empire, right? So, if you have good, great, clean, amazing thoughts in your head, and you take good, clean, amazing action, you're going to see good, clean, amazing results. But if you don't do that, you can't expect anything to happen in that sense.
Yeah. I got a question for you.
Yeah, that's the question. Thank you, by the way.
Before I ask that question, it's always
cheers.
That was a good one. Huh?
That was a good one.
That was a good
you felt, it's all those push-ups you've been doing.
I'm almost breaking stuff out here. My question to you
I can
is:
see the shoulders ripped out of the shirts. That's why you had to get rid of the sleeves.
You know what I mean? Because if not, I won't be able to breathe up in here.
I can see that.
My question to you is: it's kind of broad.
Okay.
But what got you here?
What got me here?
What got you here in this point of time?
That's a good question. What got me here?
This is where I sit back and relax.
This is where you sit back and relax and enjoy the show.
Baby.
Let it unravel. Don't you touch that dial. For me, I think it's really been something that I've enjoyed always is learning. I've always enjoyed it. I've always had a curiosity, a natural curiosity. I've always had a natural curiosity about a lot of things. I remember when I was a kid tinkering around with, my dad's stereo because I thought I was this great engineer. I grabbed a screwdriver and I was playing at the cassette player and I was like yanking it into just like trying to figure out how to get it opened. And I ended up messing up the button for my dad. Right. But it taught me something because even though I messed it up, now the next times I started doing that stuff, I started looking to break it, but also know how to fix it. So that if I did break it, I could always put it back.
Yeah.
And ever since then, it's been a lot of tinkering for me. A lot of tinkering. It's, playing around with stuff, seeing how it goes and it breaks. And if it breaks, how can I reverse back out of it? All that stuff. It's a lot of tinkering. And it's just curiosity based. I think that's what's gotten me a lot of where I'm at today. It's just that curiosity.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Because you are a very very wise, very powerful, strong, like good human being, you know?
Thank you.
I wouldn't say it's hard to find that, but it's just like it's at least for me, it's like on a whole nother level, right? Obviously, the more I started to attract, I think I started to attract that myself. So I'm also giving myself credit because I have attracted greatness around me, and next thing you know, I'm just surrounded by that. Because I wanted that. I am that. I need that. I thrive that. I want that so bad. Just greatness all around me. So of course I'm finding it a little bit more now, but it's just like you are not part of the norm. Like you are you're different. You're special. And for you to get to that level at this point, it's like some things had to happen in your life where you're like, I'm here for a reason, right? There's something that clicked in you, or something like kind of like me, right? Like it clicked in me where I want better. But for you, you're a couple years older than me. It's just you're at a whole nother level of just.
I'm only 6 months older than you.
It's your old ass out of here.
Yeah. Yes.
Can you say? I want to ask you. Can you say you're Are you proud of who you became? Like who you are?
I always say that there's more. At least for me, in my journey, there's more. I think I'm only scratching the surface. So it's growing through those different dimensions and kind of understanding what it all sort of means as you go to the next level. I was listening to a guy earlier today. He was saying, the top of one mountain is the bottom, the base of the next mountain. And that's kind of how I see my life is always there's more. There's incrementally more. Not more for more just to have more, but more for how do you contribute back with the more that you have? How do you give from everything? Like for example, for me, it's always been I wish I could go and have some mentor that I can go to and get information and download information and have a conversation, right? So then, since I didn't have that then I sought to pick up information from the mentors
Yeah.
in books and videos and tapes and audiobooks and all that stuff. So back in the day, way back in the day,
Way
before
back.
me,
Oh,
before
okay,
me,
before you.
there was cassette tapes.
Yeah.
Then when I was coming into the game, it was CDs. Now that you're around, it's MP3s and videos and audibles.
Yeah. It's kind of crazy how
Audiobooks.
you've seen that, huh?
It's how it's changed.
Yeah.
You know? And technology is moving fast, and it's moving even faster. And
Just
with the advent of artificial intelligence, it's even faster. So you have to adapt to those things, right? You have to adapt and also disengage or disengage from it and disconnect really. Because
Yeah.
it's a noisy world out there. You go on Facebook, you go on Instagram, you go on TikTok, you go on Snap,
Whatever.
you go on whatever you go on.
Yeah.
There's something going on. It's just this constant reminder, this constant buzzing, like mosquitoes, just buzzing, buzzing, buzzing.
Yeah.
Except that you get stuck on these mosquitoes.
Yeah.
So if you were to disconnect, and like for example, that's what I've been doing, and I've really just it feels super nice. Is to disconnect and go water the plants. Like I enjoy watering the plants.
That must be
It's
like
nice.
therapeutic, you know.
It's
Just
very therapeutic because you have to see that the plants themselves are an ecosystem within themselves,
yeah.
right? There's not just a plant, but there's also spiders and there's ants and there's the worms and then there's different things that are on the plants and you have their mitochondria and their cells and all that stuff. All of that stuff is
It's
in
happening.
symphony and it's happening now at the same time while everything is happening.
Yeah.
And each one of those living a very different experience of life, right? Because the mitochondria doesn't care what's going on with in the news.
Yeah. It's got to do
It's
its
just
thing.
doing its thing.
It's focused.
It's
Deep
focused
work.
on deep work on.
I've been
on what
reading.
it
I've
is.
been reading that book, yo. It's
It's a great book.
game changer. Every
Yeah.
book I read is just another game changer.
It's a
game
different
changer,
level.
game changer.
It's like we keep saying, right? It's different steps on the ladder of
Yeah.
where you want to be. The more steps you use, the more steps you know, the better, the more efficient, the more effective you can be.
There was a like a paper I had to write, right? An essay.
Yeah, how's school going for you?
Damn, it's publicly said now. I've been kind of holding that
Oh, were you?
in, you know. No, but
Yeah.
I brought it up
I
because,
don't
but
know.
I've been holding it in for a reason. Like I haven't really spoke about it much.
Mm.
It's something I want to keep kind of. I mean,
Okay.
obviously this is family, right? Everybody here's family. Like I'm not gonna go out and say it even more, but I'm just saying like I've been holding it in to like my close people only because I wanna like speak less and do more, right? I wanna
Mm.
put my head down, put my hoodie on, headphones in, and just work,
Lock in.
work, 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 work. And for me, if I speak about it a lot more and everything, it's just it kind of gets off balance a little, like it's off track. And so that's that.
Mm.
But since you asked me, man, I'm loving school, yo. I am loving school so much. I'm a lifelong learner,
Mm.
and school is just giving me the opportunity to just learn and grow and just see what it's like. For me, it's not even I want to go to school and get a career by going to
Mhm.
school. For me, it's I want to go to school to say that I did school, just to say like yeah, I did it. Like I done it. And B, it's just to gain more knowledge, talk to more people, like just learn about people in different communities,
Mhm.
different environments. How can I impact them?
Right.
You know, and but school's going amazing. Let me tell you, I am the kid in the front of the classroom. I'm raising my hand for a lot of, can we answer this boom. Can we boom, boom. Sometimes I'm like, Miss, do you want me to be quiet because I feel like I'm talking to
Yeah.
and you know me, I can talk.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know me, I can talk and eat.
Those are two things that if you got paid for, you'd be the first trillionaire on the earth.
It's coming. It's coming. So school's going amazing. Thank you for that. But there was a paper that I wrote, and we had to talk about how language and like communication can either be empowering or disempowering,
Mm-hmm.
and it can be both. Sure, it can be because let's say because there's articles that I was reading and how, some people in the workplace speak a certain language or not the standard English, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they get mistreated. They get kind of set to the side. They're
Mm-hmm.
not involved in things, and then that creates psychological problems within them because now they feel less confident. Now they feel like they're not worthy. Now they feel like they don't belong here.
Mm-hmm.
So now they start to doubt themselves, and now it just spirals down.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, I wrote how language can be empowering, right?
Mm-hmm.
If again, I this is truly what I believe in. It's if we just work together, right?
Mm-hmm.
Think about me, you, someone else is in this room, and there's multiple people in this room, and we're all having a conversation. But there's someone who speaks or can speak English but with an accent.
Yeah.
And think about if we were to just invite this person and say, no, like chime in your idea, like chime in what you have to say,
Mm-hmm.
like let's work together. Like think about that bridge that you can
Mm-hmm.
create, that powering bridge that you can create. And I just went on a whole 5-page essay on just how it's very if we work together, if we collaborated more, if we stopped discriminating off language, just off race, off color, off this, and just started uniting. Think about the ideas that person can probably bring, and then contribute, and then you just changing stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But the fact that you just said, no, 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 we're not gonna involve you, we're not gonna include you. What if that person's idea was world changing,
Yep.
solve world hunger or something? You
Right.
just never know.
And that's another reason why you shouldn't let your self confidence be dependent upon other people's
Mm-hmm.
validation of you. It is
Mm-hmm.
you and your own judge, and depending on where you're coming from and where that mission and purpose is coming from, is if it's coming from the good place of your heart, and you follow that, you chase that, and it's just about getting really, really good at what other auxiliary things you have to know to get results from that.
Yeah, I'm very excited to get this paper graded. I want to see what's said. And then there was a moment, and I was walking around school, and I saw one of my classmates sitting down, and I went up to this person, and I said, how's your paper going? This and that. They started telling me like, it's going, it's going. They're just trying to balance. They're just trying to figure out life too, trying to go through a bunch of things and just trying to figure out how to do school, work, physical, like their physical health, their mental health, all that. It's a balance, yo. It's not easy. Simple, but it ain't easy.
Mm-hmm.
And I had an hour of break before my next class, and I'm like, do you mind if I sit here? And just started talking, and I just started spitting game,
Mm-hmm.
spitting game just about wisdom to my best of my knowledge, really. And like one thing they told me was just, like I needed to hear that today. Like thank you for that. And I never have I love the feeling of just being able to be there for somebody, like be that hand that they can grab so I can
Mm-hmm.
pull you up. Be that if I need to be a freaking step, if my back needs to be used as a for you to step on so you can go over, like I'll do that too. And it's just school has given me the opportunity to grow even more
Mm-hmm.
faster. Obviously education, like knowledge wise, like school, but also just as a person.
Right.
So that's all I had to say about
That's just your experience that you've had.
so far.
And I mean, I think ultimately you give to people just because you have it, right? You just want to spread the word as much as you can. And if you begin to think in that abundance mentality where sharing things is going to make more of the good stuff, and that there's plenty to give and plenty to go around, then you will begin to look at life differently.
Yeah.
You will begin to see it from a different point of view, especially if we go back to that learning mentality where you're not losing your learning, right? If you thought you were going to do something one way and it didn't work out that way, well, you learned something. Maybe you have to try it a different way or a different way. But eventually, as long as you stay consistent and you stay focused on that one thing, you're going to get better at it. The beginning is always harder than after because you're putting everything together. It's like setting up that puzzle,
Puzzle
that puzzle
piece.
before you can see the grander
Picture.
form of the picture,
Yeah.
and you can just start kind of putting things together.
Together,
Right?
yeah. Life is a puzzle piece. How does this piece work with this piece, that piece work with that piece? Oh, but look, you're stuck. Now you gotta flip it around.
Mm-hmm.
It's just You're constantly just figuring things out. And to that point, I kind of want to bring at you're working hard, you're figuring stuff out, life is hitting you, you're going through this up and downs. There's also moments you got to just take a breather, take a step back and just take a moment of appreciation, how far you've came, what you've done, how you're still here. It's another blessing to wake up every day to be able to open your eyes and just have a heartbeat.
Be more grateful.
Being more grateful. And those moments right there, you got to just take a step back. There's times where you just really got to put everything down on the table, all your hard work, all your tools down on the table, and just sit back, and just relax. Like really relax. And because that relaxation for me, it motivates me to get back to work even more. It's a moment of just I can take a breath. I can enjoy myself. Although when I do work hard and stuff like that, I'm still enjoying myself like this. I enjoy everything about it. But there's times where you just want to break, just a quick little mental break, because you need that. I absolutely believe you need those time and that time. And for me, I think my guilty pleasure of that is just like fine dining. I love to go out to a nice restaurant and just enjoy the moment, the food, the everything about it. So don't forget to also just treat yourself. It doesn't have to be restaurant or anything. I'm saying treat yourself as in like time wise. Treat yourself as, whether that's to lay out in the backyard and just listen to some music, read a book, watch the sun go down, something, go for a walk on the beach. For you, it's watering your plants. I'm sure there's other things too, but just take that time to yourself too, to just decompress a lot of things. Because again, like you said, this world is just moving fast and there's always something buzzing around. It gets tiring, it's draining, it's annoying. And you just need to unwind,
take a deep breath,
let your soul align, slow down. I just want to get to know you, but don't turn around. Ooh, nah. Y'all don't want to see me go crazy,
Be careful over here.
Be careful,
down, cowboy.
Be careful. This mic's about to have a baby.
We're about to have one of those in 9 months. It's all right. We can use it for the other viewers.
I can't wait till we have guests on here.
It's gonna be fun to have guests on here. And we've kind of been talking about what we would like it to be like, and we see a lot of it in common. And
so whoever's gonna be a guest on here, just know that experience is gonna be for you only. And we'll make sure you get some good Saratoga water for sure at your disposal. Is that what the word is? At your disposal? At your disposal. If you need to use the restroom break, go ahead and use the restroom. It's on the 3rd floor.
Yeah, take 15 flights of stairs. We want to make sure you're healthy and strong.
Yeah.
So that's why we put no elevator in the place. So when you come back down, we know that we worked you out. So we know you deserve
that
it.
Saratoga, you deserve that seat, and you deserve that restroom.
Everything
break.
is earned.
No, that's funny. I can't wait till we start sharing stories when other people start coming on and just sharing their stories and just see a laughter out of them, a smile out of them, get them out of that world and just put them in here. It's because when I'm in here, let me tell you, like nothing else matters to me.
It's like Disney. Disney does that really well.
Disney does that amazingly. I just went with Josh. Shout out Josh, by the way. It was very fun, bro. I had a great time. And Disney's good. And it's just the small details. That's why they're very, very detailed company or organization. And you know what's crazy? Like I sent you a picture a quote or something or like a statistic. Like he was turned down by like 300 companies or something like that, and like
Disney.
Yeah, Walt Disney was turned down by like 300 plus companies or some crazy number. Basically, no one believed in him, but he believed in himself so much that look at what he created, like generational, generational wealth.
He's definitely changed a lot of generations, and it's with all the movies and the everything that's attached to it
through a vision.
It's just when that was in his mind. Before him, it didn't exist. He came to this earth and placed it down.
And all of you have that power too.
Everybody was down with the ability to create and destroy. That's
Yup.
why you have to decide which one are you going to do, and that's decided through your thoughts, and then from that your actions.
There's a when I go get a haircut, my barbershop has a poster on the wall
Mm-hmm.
or like like a frame, and I don't know the whole thing, but it's like,
Mm-hmm.
watch your thoughts before because they become actions. Watch your actions because they become habits. Watch your habits because they become you, or something like that.
Yeah,
And
that's a great quote. I don't remember exactly what it
you know
said,
what
but I
I'm
know
talking
which
about
one
though.
you're talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah. So they have that up there, and it's just funny because it kind of relates to what you just said, right?
Mm.
Like it's just it all starts with
It
your
all starts with the
thoughts.
garden of your mind. What do you have? How does if you were to go inside of your mind, what would it look like? Is it have you seen the Swiss Alps? Have you ever seen like pictures of the Swiss Alps
Mm-mm.
or the a picture of like Norway or Sweden or
Yeah, yeah. I've
you've
seen
seen
that.
pictures of that?
Yeah.
Like does your mind inside of it look like that?
Like just
You know, is it like pristine and green
green.
and beautiful and majestic?
Mine
Or is it a lot of destruction or mess or
is
it's
messy.
unstructured,
Yeah. It's dark.
dark? Like what is it in there? And that what it is in there will then project onto the exterior life.
You gotta water your own garden. You gotta water your own garden
The
in your
grass is
mind
greener where you water
where
it.
you water it. And I talked to a lot of people throughout my career. I've talked to a
Oh,
lot.
you sure have.
I've talked to a lot of people.
And talking is an understatement.
So I've noticed one thing that when I speak to these people and I show them nothing but respect, my tone of voice, everything, I get that in return in like times 10.
Mm,
So when that happens, I give it back in
times 10.
times 100,
Mm,
times 1,000, 100, and it just builds.
mm,
And it all starts with you.
mm-hmm,
It all starts with yourself.
mm-hmm,
And you have the power, right? That's why I always say you got to be the change you want to see.
mm-hmm.
And throughout my whole career, I like saying that. Throughout my whole career, um, I noticed that there is a lot of good people in this world. A lot of good people that just kind of sometimes some of them want to be heard. Sometimes some of them want to just be acknowledged. Sometimes some of them just want to be listened to.
Mm,
I don't even got to say a word sometimes.
right.
But some of them just, and just by me listening, having an open ear can make somebody's day, make somebody smile, make somebody feel acknowledged.
It's the little things. It's not the big, grand, amazing things. Sure, those help, but it's always in the little things, right? Is holding the door open for somebody, letting somebody go ahead of you in line.
Man,
It's
I just love being a good person, I love being good people. Although sometimes it's freaking difficult.
sometimes people do test you. Sometimes people do test you, and that's where you have to go back to the I'm doing it for me. I'm doing it for me, and not for them.
Yeah.
I'm demonstrating who I am
Yeah.
through my actions for myself.
Mm-hmm.
And that goes back to the whole push-up challenge again. Is we're doing it for whatever our own personal goal or whatever our own personal effort is, and that's what pushes you and that's what drives you. And as you do it, even though you don't want to do it, sometimes it is building you to reach a different level. And that understanding of that different level you're reaching, it then begins to plant little questions in your mind as to if I could do that, what else can I do?
Man, tell me about it. Tell me about it. That has hit me when I read when I finished that first book, when I did my first 100 push-ups, when I whatever it is, I'm just like, wait, what more can I do? Before you know it, I'm reading 2, 3 books in one sitting, like in one, like I'm reading
In the
those
span.
in the same time. I'm doing 1,000 push-ups. I'm pushing myself. I'm working hard. I'm sleeping late, waking up early. My sleeping schedule kind of got messed up again, but I will say this. Those, people always say, oh, you got to stay up late, wake up early, right? Let me tell you, with this podcast, I stay up late to just give out, to just bring it to life. But I'm not complaining because I love it. I absolutely love this. This is my job. This is my throughout my career. This is
your career.
This
right
is
here.
my career. And those are the things when I hear like you gotta stay up late for the things that make you stay up late. This makes me stay up late because I love it so much. And I just know that it's at this point it's not a matter of if, but a matter of when.
And that's where we refer to the passion. Having the passion, because it's that passion that's going to keep you up late and wake you up early. Knowing that you're heading in a direction that's good for you, that you've always wanted, it's going to make you feel great. It's going to make you feel amazing because you're doing that one thing that you've been wanting to do. And the more of that you do, the more of that you do, the more of that you build. And it becomes a self-fulfilling spiral, upward spiral.
Man, the spirals can go up, down, sideways, but you decide, you choose what type of spiral do you want. You want a downward spiral where you're just feeling like you
worse and worse and worse and worse,
or do you want a sideways spiral? I don't know.
Nothing happens.
Yeah, it's just kind of
going through it.
Or do you want an upward spiral where you're saying, man, I'm pushing myself. I feel good. I'm pushing others. Now others, I'm doing it. I'm making it happen. I'm staying up late. Whatever that is for you. I'm just doing it. The trend is going upwards, right? You're feeling good, and then not only that, man, I just feel very very productive. Like I'm a very just productive man, very productive person, and I'm just very I can't say this enough. I'm just very proud of who I'm becoming day by day. I think I got to give myself my flowers on that one, because like the same reason I asked you, are you proud of yourself? Like for me, it's just like I'm like you said, there's always a sense of more. But at the same time, I'm very proud.
And you have to take the time for that as well. Because sometimes you'll get locked into this thing of like, I just got done with this. What's the next thing? What's the next thing and the next thing and the next thing? Where you never sit back and look at all what you have already achieved and done. And you get there to the end of the rainbow, and you're looking back and you're like, this is not what I thought it was. Because you have to self-reflect for various reasons. You have to self-reflect to know is like, I am heading in the right direction. That's the direction I want to go in, because I'm feeling more and more closer to that energy, that force that keeps me happy or joyful. And if you're heading in a direction where it's not doing that for you, it's time to rethink it. It's time to stop, take a moment, and if you're in a place where you're no longer fulfilled, when you're in a place where you don't want to be, where your spirit is gone, it might be time to just call it a day. Pack your bags and go. Find a new place. Right? It's okay.
That's the beauty of life. You got that. That's a right for you. You have that right to say, you know what, like I've done what I needed to do with whatever the task is, and it's time to move on. It's time to do something, grand. There's something bigger for you. And for people that, they're going through whatever, and it's like, oh, this happened, or this didn't work out. It's, maybe it wasn't meant for you to work out. Maybe something bigger, better.
Not in that sense, right?
Waiting for you to is waiting for you on the other side, and you just gotta you gotta go through that downhill, right? You gotta go through that down slope. You gotta go through that point in time where you feel like everything is just lost. But through that through that time of just feeling of lost, that's where you're really gonna find yourself. And that that Eminem "Lose Yourself" song kind of just goes back to what you say. You gotta, in order to find yourself, you gotta lose yourself.
You gotta lose yourself.
And it's just very, It's very deep, man. I mean, the deeper you go into like, your mind, into your heart, into your soul, into your life, it gets it gets deep. It gets beautiful though.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's just a deep, the deeper you start to think about things, the deeper you start to use up here, the more you start to use that. It's just what the world can look what the world can look now can be different in short span of weeks, months of just going tapping into this, and it's just life changing, world changing.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yep. And then there's two very important things: is what's up here, and what's up here, and what's down here. Right? If you can combine those two and you can align them and you can synchronize them, you can do a lot. That's truly where it's at, right? If I can separate you from understanding your emotions, you understanding emotions is such an empowering thing that you can have, because you begin to dissect your things. Is like, why am I upset? What about this is making me upset?
yeah,
Is that this a rightful reason for me to upset? Is it upsetting me because I feel like I am weak somewhere else, or is it because something is really bugging me?
yeah,
What is that?
yeah.
And then you're digging deep, digging deep, digging deep, and then extracting information. And now you know how to better address your situations as you make these new discoveries, all in self reflection and spending time with yourself. That's a lot of what you can do. You have to do is spend some time with yourself.
That's it.
Who else would you like to spend some time with yourself? Like it should
It's
be a beautiful
beautiful.
place for you to be with,
Yeah.
because you know yourself, you love yourself, you trust yourself, and you understand that you yourself are always going to want what's best for you.
It's the best thing. It's the best friend that you're gonna have forever is you.
And then once you figure you out, then you go out finding others that are like you, and
Mm-hmm.
then you all flourish each other's gardens. You all water each other by giving good affirming words, or giving compliments, or helping
Being
each
there for
other
them.
and being there for each other, and supporting one
It's
another,
beautiful.
and giving advice to each other. All that stuff is going to build, and it creates an ecosystem of that for you. And an ecosystem in its whole parts is worth much more than it's in its singular
Yeah.
individual parts, like the Clydesdale horses, right? They do 10,000 each. Say that's 10, 10, that's 20, but together they're actually doing 40. So it gives more power, more strength to be with another, right? That's
Yeah.
another friend. That's another family member. That's your partner, your
Or
life partner.
or yourself. Be that
Or
person for
be yourself.
yourself.
Start there. That's where you start. It's
Yeah.
being that partner for yourself. Being that person that, yes, you can hold yourself accountable, but at the same time you're doing it with love and empathy for yourself.
Man, that's beautiful. That's well said. That is definitely well said. Look in that mirror every morning and just say, how can I just look in the mirror in the morning? You wake up, you look in that mirror, and you just you talk to yourself.
And talk to yourself.
What do you want to do? What do you want to be? Who do you want to become? How are you looking? What type of person do you want to be remembered as? All those deep questions. Because for me, I always say this, when I'm long and gone, and this is history, I want them to look back and at least confirm one thing, that my philosophy, my theory, or whatever like you want to call it, is just how can you be of service to others? How can you be good? How can the world be good people? How can I be a good person to everybody? And just how can we change the world? That's how you change the world.
Mm.
It starts with you. It starts with the smallest things. It starts with me being good to you, and then you're gonna be good to someone else, and that person's gonna be good to someone else, all because I was good to you. If I was mean to you, chances are you're probably gonna, go through life or that day a
Mm.
little bitter, a little like, like, but
Right. You're gonna hold on to that.
So again, it's just when I'm long gone, man, I want them to remember me like, man, this guy just wanted good for the world, good for the world, good for the people. And that's what I pride myself on. That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say.
Yes, and to get there, and to get to a point where it's clear in your mind as to what it is, just talk to yourself. Spend some time with yourself.
Whew.
Are you where you want to be? Are you looking where you want? Do you even know where you want to go?
Mm-hmm.
If you don't, start figuring that out. Start looking for that.
Start looking,
because you were endowed with the same powers and the same ability of your creator to create. You could
Multiply.
you can create, you can multiply, you can be fruitful.
Yeah,
And that's ultimately what it
it's that
is.
simple.
I was talking to one of our coworkers, and he had a tattoo, and that tattoo to me was interesting because it's the world. And I asked him, I was like, why the world? Are those the places you want to visit? And he's like, no, I'm a big believer in open borders for everyone. I said, that's quite an interesting concept, right? Because you go back to Genesis, it doesn't say and he created the borders.
Borders is just a thing in our mind that we
Yeah.
created. There's no
Yeah.
really
There's no
distinct.
division.
Yeah,
There's no division.
So
And in there it just says he brought up the earth and he separated the water from the earth and it told it where to stop and what to do, but he never said, "Hey, this border is yours. That border is yours." It didn't say that. And I started to think that, and it's true. Is the what's important is to have a productive, to be fruitful and to multiply. That's the most important thing. So be it from wherever you are, as long as you've committed to producing and being a good part of the environment and ecosystem, it's you're free to be anywhere.
yeah, for real.
It's a God given right.
God given right.
Because if you're going to be a producing member of society, one that contributes, one that does better for everyone, then you deserve your part of it.
Yeah. Agreed.
Because that's the main rule, is to be fruitful and to multiply, replenish, to subdue and replenish. Right? Take ownership. Absolutely. Here I'm giving you the keys to the kingdom, literally. Here are the keys to paradise. You have whatever you want to do to paradise, it is yours to do. Here you go. I'm going to take a little vacation. Don't touch that tree. That's it. That's all I ask for. Everything else is yours.
Yeah, just don't touch that tree.
You want a pet lion? Yeah, that's your homeboy right there.
That's cool.
Imagine 12-foot lion just playing around with you like he's a kitty.
Kitty.
Yeah.
Like Monsters Inc.
Yeah,
I did pretty good. Kitty. Well, Vic, I have one last thing to say. If I can do it, if I can change my life around, if I can see the world with this lens of just it's beautiful, it's pure, so can everybody else. Because if a young used to be, the past career was past title was young Mekl.
Yeah.
Young just lost young kid in the world. Now I'm at a point where I'm just I've done a 180, and life has just been nothing but beautiful to me. So if I can do it, and if I can feel that, and I can sense that, and I can gravitate towards that, so can all of you. Like every single person has that power, and that's it for me.
That's it for you.
That is it for me. I'm gonna cheer you up on that one.
Nice.
Because man, life is beautiful.
And it's all about the filters. The filters of life, the filters that you decide on, is really going to determine what happens in your life. Right? If you trip and fell, and your filter of life is like, oh, I tripped and fell, it sucks, and I hate it, and it makes me upset. Well, you're going to have whatever comes with that. But if you trip and fall, you're like, oh my God, I can't believe I tripped and fall. That's so funny.
You laugh
I
about it.
haven't fallen down in years.
Yep.
It's like I can't believe I just did that to myself.
Next time you trip and fall, just you don't ask yourself, "Are you okay?" You ask the ground, "Hey,
Yeah,
you alright?"
Okay, yeah, exactly. You switch it up on.
Switch it up on them a little bit, Shout out Terrence Crawford, baby.
Yeah, it was a good fight. I saw it.
It was very technical.
It was very technical.
Good fight.
Very technical.
Oh man, I did want to say one more. Oh, look, last thing for real.
That's what he said 2 things ago.
Just because if I want them to take away something from today, the only thing I want them to take is just be the best version of yourself every single day. When it's hard, when it's tough, when it's inconvenient, still be the best person, the best version, and just be good good people. And I promise you, life is gonna start throwing you things that you deserve. Like, oh, you know what, you've been good. Here's a little good deed,
Mm-hmm.
and just good deed for good deed. And but that's not the point, right? Don't do
The
it for
point is
that.
not the deed to
But
get a
just,
deed back.
yeah. It's just like the point is like just be good people, and I promise you, good things will happen. And when it's tough, when it's hard, those little decisions where you're like, oh, I can do this, I can gossip, I can do this, I can. Nah, 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 nah. Take that initiative and just be good people. If you're gonna take something away today, just be good people. Be
Mm-hmm.
a good, respectful person, honorable. And that's it for me, baby. That is truly it. Look,
Yeah.
thank you again. Thank you guys for listening again. Always, I am done. 9 weeks strong. Vic, you got any last thoughts,
My
comments?
final words for today is yes, look at yourself. Be that change you want to see. Give of yourself what you would like to see. Say the words that would to you make an ideal world. And as you begin to use them, you'll begin to see that things will begin to transform into that. And take the actions that you need. Right? Get serious about yourself.
Yeah.
And once you get serious about yourself, begin to seek others that are on the same path. And you're going to begin to build that entire gardens with those people that are surrounding you, because you do become the average of the people you hang around the most.
Yep.
So learn how to collaborate with them. I think that's another really important thing is collaboration with the right people. There's a lot of people that are looking to get something out of you. Sure, but there's also people that are they're just looking to build that mastermind group that they can align to and they can build and they can take things to that next level. Where are you? Where do you sit there? You decide. So for me,
Beautiful. Well said.
that's it.
Vic,
Nate,
it's always a pleasure, man. You know already.
good to see
You
you.
know the deal. Good to see you. We'll see y'all next week for episode 10,
10.
baby. We need like
Yeah.
fireworks blowing off or something, or confetti. Just episode 10. We'll be coming strong next week. Episode 10.
Yeah,
you know,
it's exciting.
we're gonna, and then don't be mad though if you see us on a rooftop, at a rooftop restaurant celebrating the 10th week.
The 10th week.
Like I said, you got to take time to celebrate a little
You
bit
gotta
from time
celebrate
to
a little
time.
bit, yeah.
You put in the hard work, you deserve a break. I'm done, baby.
All right.
We'll see y'all next week.
Everybody be good. Behave.
Woo-hoo.
We'll see you back again.